hacks to unlock your inner strength. Let's go. What are three hacks that you can use to unlock your inner strength? We are going to jump into that tonight on the Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I am Dorn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts. And this is a stream that's been created for traders to have a place to come to when the market is done. The market can be stressful. So this is a place where you can kind of come, decompress. We had an episode about that yesterday, some things that you can do to decompress after a crazy day in the market. And today was an absolute crazy day in the market. So sit back, relax. Let's take care of some housekeeping rules. First off, let's make sure that we are smashing that like button. We're trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers. So let's make sure we're hitting that like button, gang. Let's make sure we are sharing out the video and subscribing to the channel, all of which are absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a dime to do any of that, right? So we're trying to get him to 20K. Right now, we are sitting at 16,036. We got 16K the other day. Coach literally shut down the live stream, right? And refused to move forward until we got to 16K. It was amazing. He was live. He would not open the market. He would not ring the bell until we hit 16K. That was so awesome. But we've hit it. We've surpassed it. And now we are onward and upward to 20K. So nice work on that, Coach. 39.64 to go. Right now, we have got a couple of specials that are still going on. They are wrapping up. So jump on these premium membership signups. $19. These are monthly fees of $125 a month, and you're getting it for $19. That includes access to our Zoom call, and Coach is the only guy that's out there, right? He's the only trainer out there actually using a live open mic where you can actually talk to him and interact with him and ask him questions. He does make his living off of training. Unlike a lot of the other gurus out there, they will trade, you can watch them, but they're not really training you. He trains you. He gets us in here and he teaches us how to use support and resistance lines, how to determine where the market is possibly going by learning how to watch the trades and read everything that's on the board. Candles, you name it, EMAs, MAs, we learn it over here. We don't chase call outs. We learn how to actually trade and get our own fish instead of being handed fish. So with that, you get the Zoom membership where, well, not a Zoom membership, but you get the Zoom call so you can go and interact with the rest of the group. And you can also get the hot stock picks, the IPO center, all kinds of videos, flashcards, and things that you can use to help yourself succeed. On top of that, you have the support of the community as well. And he has over 20 moderators to help you no matter what. So also the crypto membership. Crypto, $19 sign up. I believe that's a $250 a month service. And listen, these renew at the regular rate after the 2 weeks. So be mindful. But yeah, $19 and futures as well. $49 sign up on a $250 a month membership. So gang, take advantage of it. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Tomorrow is Saturday. We've got our weekend training with our training moderator, David Yanis, who is a master at trading Apple. We call him the Apple Whisperer. And he uses Coach's unprecedented, and nobody has ever come up with a strategy like this 2-minute EWO strategy, where we use the Elliott wave oscillator in the 2-minute time frame. And really, it teaches us how to hold on to winners, right? We stop out the losers and we hold on to the runners up here. And David has mastered doing that with Apple. So He does a class every Saturday. It's almost like having a one-on-one with him, and he is our one-on-one coach. And on top of that, for 9,000, you can get David as your one-on-one coach a couple times a month. He will work with you directly in our mentorship program. That is absolutely amazing. $9,000 covers you for the whole year. You can go ahead and get mentored by David and get all of the benefits that come with the mentorship. So take advantage of that. Um, you know, it's priceless, really, when you think about it. What you're looking at getting over here is going to help you to potentially be financially free as well as debt free. Coach has literally turned over 14 people into multi millionaires, 12 of which had no day trading experience whatsoever. And one of them started, right, he's hitting on 9, he's pushing 10 million. Actually, he's past 9. Started with a $700 account, right? 9 million in since October. So what is that? It's less than a year. I mean, that's unheard of. Who does that? But that's how simple coaches' strategies are. That's how effective they are. So you can do what you want. But if I were you, I would take full advantage. I did. I'm here, right? So, yes. Let me go ahead and open up the panel. If you would like to join the panel, this is an open forum where we can discuss the topics at hand. And, that way you can get the help you need. If you have questions, come on up here on the panel. We'll go ahead and help you out. We'll pull up charts. We'll do whatever we need to do to get you right. Let's go ahead and open that up. Hold on one second. I thought I put it in there. Yep. There we go. All right. All right, welcome. We've got a few people down there. What's going on? James L is down there. I think I heard him come backstage. Vegan Knowledge JJ. Check out Vegan Knowledge JJ. If you've ever, she is a life and health coach. So if you're under the weather or you got some issues going on and you're looking for ways to get healthy, check out Vegan Knowledge's channel. And she is also trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So I think she's at 600, almost 700. So help her out by going and subscribing. Miranda, I see you, honey. Issy, what's going on, Issy? You gonna come up on the panel tonight, Issy? Orclo, what's going on, Orclo? Welcome. J Dog. What's going on, J Dog? Love your face, man. All right, welcome everybody. Let me go ahead and let in James L here. James.
Miss Dawn, how you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. How about you?
Hysterical.
Hysterical. Why? What's funny? What I miss?
Life, honey. Just life.
I'm not missing life. What are you talking about? Talk to me. What happened?
No, it was one of those days. It was one
You
of those
did good,
days and
right?
it cost me big.
God damn it.
But it's all right.
No, it's not all right. What happened?
Well, no, it wasn't.
James?
It wasn't my fault to say it wasn't my fault.
That's the first thing that comes out of somebody's mouth. Come on, talk to me. What happened?
I got in NVIDIA puts this morning on the first candle.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I get in, Brandon started going at it with the dog. And then Brandon started screaming. So I closed my stop. I hit sell. I went to see what was going on. I come back at 10:02 and my sell order never filled.
Your stop broke. Oh.
No, I had canceled my stop to sell it to get out of the position to see what was going on. But my sell never filled.
Oh, damn.
So I've learned that 4 cents offset is not enough for NVIDIA.
Well, and also you probably learn, and I've heard people say this, but I don't think it's a good idea not to walk away from a trade. That's probably the first and foremost thing, right? You never know. You can't trust technology, man. You don't walk
Yeah.
away from your screen, you know? Anything can happen. And
Well,
it always tends to happen when you do shit like walk away from your screen. I mean, have you noticed that?
well, I'd rather have a big, 20% loss on the day on my account for the day than Brandon to have gotten any more scratched up than what he did.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You know.
So that's
Well,
why I said it's hysterical.
yeah. Yeah, you don't want 20% loss either. 3, 3%. 1 to 3. That's the threshold. Where did he
Two
go?
shorts.
He dipped. He dipped, he dipped, she dipped, she dipped, we dipped. All right.
Brandon just got out of the bath.
Brandon just got out of the bath.
Yeah.
He's not gonna like flash us or nothing, is he?
Hence, I blacked the screen.
Yeah. Chad H, what's up, brother? You hear what's happening up here? Woof woof. What's up, Jay? Bucko, what's going on? You got any grapes, man? I need some grapes. I need some grapes. All right, so let's have a little bit of a market recap today, shall we? Because it was a doozy. Oh wow, I got rid of my hold on 1 second. I'll be right there.
So it turns out it looked like a lot of people had a very beautiful day in the market today. Some good news.
Yeah, I definitely had a pretty good trade with IWM today. I did some shedding. It was cool. It worked out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I wasn't gonna mess around with it, but I decided to get in it with 20 bucks. And I went way out of the money, which is something that we usually don't recommend. It was a 2 cent contract, so I got 10 of them. And next thing I know, and I just, we're momentum traders over here. So I knew with the momentum, that's the only time I do something like that, when there's a huge amount of momentum in a trade. That's when it's okay to maybe do a small lotto, put your stop in. It was 20 bucks, right, for the whole
Right.
thing. And I used IWM's momentum. It was going up, and I ended up cashing it out with a $65 gain on it. It had gotten up to $120, but it stepped down a little bit, took about 40 bucks from me. I figured that was enough. I'd go ahead and take the $85 and I put it in the profit and loss. But I mean, that's how quick this stuff happens, right?
Well, yeah.
That's how quick this stuff happens. This was one of those days where you could have gotten yourself a 2 cent contract, got 10 of them for 20 bucks and turned it into 100 bucks. I was joking with Jen this morning saying, I said, I'm going to see if I can turn 20 bucks into $100 and I'll be damned if it didn't happen. But
It's
we
awesome.
knew, yeah, man, we knew what was going to happen today, right? We knew it was going to be crazy one way or another. One thing we did know was going to be volatile, right? And
Right.
volatile spells money. So I'm like, I'm going to sit back, be patient, wait for it to pick a direction that it seems like it's going to go with for a minute, because we can't ever tell that either. But it looked like it was up. Everybody was expecting it to go down, and thank God I didn't go with that bias, because I'm like, I'm going to wait, because Coach trains us, when it does one thing in the pre-market, it tends to correct itself at the bell, right? And I'm like, I don't know. This is a straddle thing. Maybe I should spend 40 and get one $20 put and a $20 call. But I said, no, don't spend the 40. Sit back and wait and see what it does. So it
See, the
worked
only
out.
thing I'd have been afraid with that is if it had gone against you and you bought it 2 cents. Don't wouldn't you have a hard time getting rid of it under 5 cents?
You would if there was no momentum. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but if you bought it at 2 and it instantly went against you,
Yeah. Then I would have lost $20,
yeah, well, that's
which is
true.
why I spent $20. Right.
Well, and
You know?
that's why I was looking at Nvidia this morning because it was already in a downtrend.
Mm-hmm.
It had bad news. I was on the 2 minute. It was already in a red EVO from the beginning, and
Right.
that first candle come out, and it kind of went red for a second or for a little bit. Then it went green, and then there was just this flood, this waterfall of red that rushed through the time and sales. So I bought puts with the 25% stop, and here I am now. Lesson learned.
I got you. I mean, that's how it happens. You know what I
Now
mean?
that well, now the hard choice is, which one of them do I get rid of? Because one of them's got to go.
My damn phone was ringing. What'd you say, honey?
I said, now the question is, which one of them do I get rid of? Because one of them's got to go.
Yeah.
The dog or the kid.
Hmm. I don't know. That's a hard one. Nah, I'm only kidding. Well, I mean, it happens though, right? You can't stop life for the market, right? So, but to your point, at least he wasn't hurt worse and you were there and it wasn't like, a catastrophic situation with him. The money can be replaced. He can't.
Oh
Or,
yeah.
what I mean? So, you were right. You got to do what you got to do in the moment. So, I just hate that it happened to you. That's all.
Yeah. Well, time to let it go. I've
Yeah,
had more. I've had more than my 5 minutes.
I was about to say you cry for 5 minutes, let it go. So shout out to Maria, loving the idea of tomorrow. We do watch parties on Saturdays sometimes too, gang. So that's something that we'll definitely make sure we do with the aftermarket show. But Maria is going to do Ask Away tomorrow. And that is right after David's class because David's class runs from 11 Eastern Standard to 12. And sometimes it runs over just a little bit, not usually. But if it happens to run over because somebody's got some questions that gets an extended answer, sometimes it'll run over for a few minutes. But she's starting it at 1, so it's from 1 to 2:30, and it's Ask Away, and it's a Q&A, right? So it's pretty cool. It's an awesome Q&A. So if you have any questions, if you're a premium member, if you're somebody who just has questions about American Dream Trading and you're in here, go ahead. She's gonna have. I'll be there. Doug will be there. I think Bucko and a couple of people will be there. So you'll have all facets represented: stocks and options, futures, and crypto. If you have questions about anything,
So is it just premium members and up, or is it open to everybody?
Maria's gonna have to answer that, honey. I don't know all the details of it. Maria,
Sure, sure.
yeah, I think it's premium.
But I'm waiting. There's a delay on TikTok or on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my market recap erased. So I'm trying to get my ChatGPT to give me a new one.
Market recap from Chat GPT, GTP, GT, GPut. It's
Yeah,
inside
G
out.
put.
Door, please.
Okay, there we go. We got it. Sorry about the dead air, guys. Just wanted to make sure I was not talking into the thing. Okay, so Wall Street surged today. Hold on, which we know Wall Street surged today, reversing a week of losses and sending the Dow Jones Industrial Average to a record high. Right, record high for the Dow Jones today, gang. The rally was fueled by Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's speech at Jackson Hole, which we all anticipated. We even went so far in our pre-market this morning as to look back at past occurrences when the Jackson Hole speech happened, just to kind of get an idea of what it did a couple of years ago or last year. Not saying it's going to do that this year, but stock patterns tend to repeat themselves when there are similar events. So we try to take advantage of that and capitalize on it, right?
They went back a couple of years.
Yep, we did. Economic symposium where he hinted at a potential interest rate cut, right? Boosting investor optimism. IWM tends to go up when they talk about rate cuts, and that's exactly what it did today. So that was something that I was kind of hoping happened and anticipated. Dow Jones Industrial. Oh, shoot, this was right. You know what? That's another thing I want to talk about real quick. What happened with Cracker Barrel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was one I wish I hadn't forgotten about until it was too late. Because Coach actually called it out the other day. Apparently, there was some news on it about them making some changes to not only their signage, but interior design and such.
Yeah.
To, yeah, the whole woke thing.
I know. To take it there, James, and we're not going to get political on here, but to take it there, how the hell can you pull that out of Cracker Barrel, changing its decor? I think there's just almost any excuse to try to trigger that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they say bad publicity is better than none at all.
Better than none at all. It gets attention. Listen, it's just like the thing we talk about manifesting. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to manifest something good or bad from a situation. If you're focusing on that particular situation, it's going to manifest something out of it. You know
Right.
what I mean? If you're thinking, I don't want to be late for work, I don't want to be late for work. What are you actually focusing on? What's the subject? Being late for work. So that's what you bring, right? So it's crazy how how that works. But yeah, Cracker Barrel, right, experienced a significant decline in its stock price today, August 22nd, closing at $54.40, down 73%. Jeez,
You should
man.
have seen the drop it had yesterday.
Oh my God. 73% from the previous close. This drop follows a 7.15% decrease on Thursday. Okay. Wow. The
Yeah,
downturn. Yeah, go ahead, babe.
it had actually dropped down to almost 10% and come back up a little bit by market close yesterday.
Did it?
Yeah.
The downturn is attributed to a backlash over the company's recent rebranding efforts, which included a new logo, which looks boring as hell, right? They got rid of what's his name? Uncle Hirsch, and just made it just like Cracker Barrel. No frills, nothing. Not even a barrel. I mean, look, if you're going to revamp it, at least leave the barrel. It's called Cracker Barrel. At least leave the barrel if you're going to take Uncle Hirsch off, right? Um,
Well, not to go there with it, but I'm really surprised that they left the cracker part.
right?
Just saying. They
Man,
could have
well,
taken the cracker part off of it and been less
but
of
you
an
know,
issue than taking the barrel part. It could have just been barrel, and everybody been like, whatever. As long as they still got chicken and dumplings.
right, right. But do you know why they named it Cracker Barrel? The history on it?
I
They used
did at one point. I don't remember.
they used to have barrels at the time when they started it back in 1916 or whatever it was, 14. They used to have barrels of uh, some type of cracker that was really popular back then. And they would literally have conversations in these general stores over these cracker barrels, right? And it was full of crackers that people bought. So they named it Cracker Barrel. I don't know. But yeah, it's over the rebranding efforts, which included a logo change and updated store designs. Um, yeah, I watched a news story on it, and the CEO is maintaining that, listen, we haven't changed. First of all, your logo looks completely different. I don't know what you're talking about. You haven't changed. She said all we did was upgrade some lighting, the seating to make it easier. We kept the decor. We kept the rocking chairs on the front. We just got better lighting and stuff. But if it were still the same, there wouldn't be all this stuff going on, and it wouldn't be dropping. So apparently, and she also um did Taco Bell, and I think Wendy's. She was a fast food CEO of a couple of different companies, and she has a reputation of going in and slicing and dicing what's going on and redoing everything. She like is this revamper that is special. She specializes in this. That's why Cracker Barrel brought her in.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Richard was saying something about that today.
yep,
But
that's why they brought
I
her
got to go
in.
let the old dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, that's why they let her in, gang, to revamp Cracker Barrel. So, but then she does it and then nobody likes it. So she's trying to be more efficient. You know what I mean? So that's what you do. So tonight's episode, I wanted to focus on the hell's that? Okay, that's weird. Okay, I wanted to focus on this just glitched. Unlock your inner strength, right? Because a lot of us have inner strength that we haven't even tapped into yet. And with trading, you need all the inner strength that you can find because it will test your patience. But if you don't have patience, chances are you will fail, right? So, going over this, we've got 3 life hacks that that are things that if you focus on them, you can go ahead and change what's going on, right? One is set a clear, achievable goal. Break your larger goals down into smaller actionable steps. This makes it easier to stay focused and maintain momentum. Okay, so this is huge. A lot of times, and I'm guilty of this. I'll try to set, and I don't know about you, James, but a lot of times, and please comment down in the comments and come on up on the panel and talk to us if this topic is resonates with you. There's times when I want to make a change in my life, but I tend to try to go all in. I'm so fucking all or nothing. I'm so all or nothing. And it's like if I don't get all that I want, then I just kind of falter off a little bit or I get bored with it. You ever do that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I don't give it a chance, right? And I end up getting scattered and not completing stuff, right? And it pisses me off. It's like if you had taken it in smaller, obtainable steps, achieve a little bit at a time, get consistent at achieving this much of it. You don't have to do the whole thing. Break it down into this many steps and achieve this much of it every day. As long as you get this done every day, you're good. then add on to it. It kind of reminds me of a small position size. Sound
Right.
familiar? Get good at making small trades. That's what Palm and Coach teach every day. Get good at making small trades. Coach, one of the main things he preaches is small position size. Why do you think he does that? He wants you to get good at making the pennies, right? If you can do that, then you can scale up. So, small, obtainable habits done every day. And if you need to set a time to do those habits every day, then that's what you need to do. Set a time. Jen's trying to start working out. It's like, okay, well, set a time. We said we were going to try to hit the beach this weekend because we get so wrapped up in, doing what it is we're doing around the house or editing or whatever it is, that we don't take beach time. We don't take time to smell the rose, and we freaking live here. So I said, this weekend, we're going to go for an hour or two, Saturday and Sunday. Let's set a time, 4 o'clock. Saturday, 4 o'clock Sunday. We'll go both days and get a couple days in. And she was like, that's a good way to do it. Let's do that.
Oh yeah, my wife would be so mad at you.
At me, why?
You live right there at the beach and you don't ever go.
James, I tell you what, when we first moved here 16 years ago, it was all that we did. And after a while, it becomes old hat. Even living at the beach, it doesn't have the same effect. I hate to say that, but at the same time, to me, I'm like, are you crazy? Do you know how many people vacation and come here and wish they could live right here? You live 2 blocks from the freaking Atlantic Ocean and you see it 5 times in a year. I used to go down there every morning and watch the sunrise. But that's how life is. You get caught up. And I tell you what, not that I'm blaming ADT, but ever since I joined, I am laser focused. I do not go down to that beach. I'm
So
right
would you
here.
say tunnel vision?
Tunnel vision, man. Tunnel vision. It happened, ADT took the beach's place. So I'm like, but that'll help in trading. That'll help in managing things just to stop and smell the roses. That's why I was so passionate talking to Coach this morning when he says he doesn't get the vacation thing and he couldn't relax. Because I get that. I'm just like that. I'm like, I live right here. And I do the same thing. So I'm yelling at him, and it's because I know, because I'm doing it. It's like I go, and even when I go down there, it's like, okay, put your phone down, you know. So
Oh, my wife did the same thing. I mean, every time I was on this last weekend, when we
yeah,
went down to the beach, every time I got on here, she side eye just. It's like
yeah.
I'm not very long.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. I forgot to get the boots. Oh, I forgot to do the boot picture. I just thought about you saying that. Shorts and boots.
No, no.
Shorts and boots, y'all. What's the second life hack? Establish consistent routines. Consistency is a key to building discipline. Create a daily routine that you can stick to that supports your goals. That's literally what we just talked about. But it doesn't matter if you break down the position size, right? If you don't do the same thing every damn day. If you take the time to break it down into smaller goals, then do them. Even if you have to set a time. I don't miss workouts not because I'm super disciplined, but because I've created a habit. 4 o'clock every morning, I get up and I'm working out, period. And that's like unheard of. People start and they don't continue to work out. I'm a workout person because I created a habit. That's why. And I like it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Most people aren't. Most people aren't.
Well, I've got a Bubba Bee.
You got a what?
I've got a Bubba Bee.
The hell's that?
Bee? That's what we call him, Bubba. Bubba Bee.
Oh, you call him Bubba Bee?
Bubba Bee.
That's cool. I thought you said Bumblebee at first. I'm like, you got a Bumblebee.
Yeah.
You got a pet bee flying around. I had a pet butterfly once. Bubba Bee, yeah, well, Well,
Yeah,
get Bubba to
yeah.
work out with you.
You don't- you have
I
no
mean,
idea.
have you tried that?
No, no, but that boy, when he's awake, he never sits still.
See, put that
He,
energy to work. Give him some barbells or something, or
yeah,
some resistance bands.
yeah.
Oh my God, James, why? Why the laugh? Why the laugh? He's like, yeah, okay. I mean, come on. It's good for him. And it'll
Yeah,
help
yeah.
you.
What's the worst that could happen, right?
Yep, that's why I changed it from barbells to resistance bands. So I don't need him dropping that on his foot or yours, you know. But yeah. Well, but that is the best way, gang, to create some consistency. Bubba, you hear what we're saying?
Oh, he does.
Bubba, Bubba,
He knows. He's got
what's
his
up,
headphones
man?
on.
Oh, you know what? That's weird. I said Bubba, and he looked right at the screen.
Bubba, you gonna say hi? Hi. You
Hey,
gotta sit down.
man. What's up,
Oh,
man?
right, right there in the camera. So hi.
Hey, Bubba. Can you hear us?
Oh, no, no, no. Here,
That
gotta fix your headphones.
is so crazy. You guys look like twins. He literally looks like you probably from your youth, doesn't he?
Oh,
Hey, Bubba.
got the little scratch. It's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
No, not a
We don't
toy.
need you to be hurt.
No, not a toy. Not a toy. You better get up. I'm gonna get you. All right. Oh God.
Dude, he literally looks just like you.
Yeah, yeah. Strong genes.
Yep. Wow. That is it reminds me of the courtship of Eddie's father, right? You ever see that show back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite show when I was growing up. They were so close. That's awesome, James. Seriously. I'm trying to keep from crying over here. Let me put the thing up so y'all can't see. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness by staying aware of your thoughts and emotions. You can better manage impulse and make more intentional choices. This is it's kind of hard to do when you're trading, but it is necessary to develop that skill. You need to learn how to be the observer of your thoughts and not be your thoughts, not be caught up in them. You need to be able to stand back from them and say, okay, that's why are you thinking that? Why are you impulsively going to make that move? Right? So, and Mark McC talks about it all the time. Talk yourself through trades. You need to step back and be able to control what's going on emotionally. And the only way to do that, once again, is to put processes in place that let you rely on the process and not your emotions and thoughts. Right? Because they're going to steer you up and down, right? The processes, however, are going to keep you like this and keep you profitable.
Well, and that's what Paul was talking about today, zooming out. Because when you're right up on it, your thought process is on candle to candle, and not the bigger picture, not the macro. So
Um,
step back, scan out, slow yourself down.
do you remember me talking about a strategy a couple weeks ago with
Yeah,
that talked about that very thing
yeah,
called forest for the trees?
yeah. I was getting there.
Yep. It's like if you pan out and look at the overall direction of the trade instead of each candle, you'll see a difference. But you can get caught up in the candles and start hemming and hawing and getting itchy and scratchy and want to get in and out when it's just doing what it's doing. It's just happened to be making these moves in the interim, but ultimately it's going one way.
Yeah.
Yep. Anything happening down in the comments? Any comments?
Uh, no questions or anything. Just some general chat.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. He is going to be the death of me eventually, but you know, it has its good points.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Because you get to be a daddy. So, I mean, do me a favor and put a one in the chat if you dig the subject that we're talking about tonight, because I know a lot of you, and you've probably heard a lot of this over and over again, but repetition is the mother of retention, gang. If we don't beat a dead horse, then it's not going to stick in. You got to constantly hear it in order for it to be able to stick in and help you. You got to use it, and you'll never use it if we don't talk about it consistently, right? So,
Well, and you know that's something else I picked up on actually last Saturday.
what's up?
David's class.
Mm-hmm.
The squeaky wheel gets the most attention,
Right.
and the more I sat and thought about it for a minute, the people who have found massive success with ADT are the people that when they got here started asking questions after question after question after question, just constantly.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. That's what you got to do. And that's why I love that Maria's doing the Q&A thing, because that'll give some people opportunity to stand up and be heard. And okay, yeah, I have these questions. It's for those people, right? Getting a comfortable setting where the mods that don't bite are there, and just talk things out, ask questions. So if you guys are smart, you will show up tomorrow, especially if you're a brand new premium member that just got the membership. Don't let it waste, right? Make it work for you. Get in there and ask some questions, find out what's what, so that you can succeed at this thing, right? James, you got anything else to add? If not, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down.
uh, I'll have to get with you later. It slipped my mind. There was actually something else I was thinking about earlier today that I think would be a good subject, and I should have wrote it down, but I'm sure to come back around.
Yep, you can always put it in the aftermarket channel
Yeah,
on Discord when you get those thoughts, guys. Yeah, the aftermarket channel on the Discord. When you have thoughts and things that you want to talk about on the show, go ahead and throw it in there. That's where the links to the show are. So refer people to those links. Tell them to come watch the show, come hang out with us if they want to learn something, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and end with Coach's rules, if I can find them. And I want you to have a good weekend, you and Bubba and your wifey. And is your daughter still home? She's working or she's gone?
yeah. She's working today. Monday, her classes start, which her move-in date was last Monday, so we got all her
Yeah.
stuff up there, and the bathroom light doesn't work. One of the faucets is leaking. Just a
Uh-oh.
whole list of stuff. Yeah.
So
So she's
do
like,
they fix that or you have to fix
no,
that?
no, no. They fixed that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're forcing her to stay on campus again this year. They're no, that's on them.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I was livid.
Do
I
you
was
live
livid.
close to it?
Yeah, we're probably about an hour and a half,
Okay.
hour and 40 minutes south.
That's close in Texas, isn't it? Because Texas is huge.
Yeah, yeah. Anything under 2 hours is considered close.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, she
Well,
she decided not to stay up there this week, which allotted her more time to work this week, given that she just started the job.
mm-hmm.
But they hired her as a floater, so it's pretty much
Ah,
just whenever she's free and they call,
yeah.
then she gets work. So
Got you. Well, at least she's getting something, right? Marlena, how you doing?
Hey, Don. Hey, James. I just wanted to say hi. I had such a busy afternoon. I had to jump into a meeting, but I just wanted to see, are you guys changing the time for the aftermarket?
Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah,
4 o'clock
Okay. Okay. I'll have to put that in my
Eastern.
time. Eastern time. Okay.
Eastern
Got it.
time. Yep.
Okay.
Because yeah, just to make sure that we just bleed right from the Zoom call right into it, and then we get done earlier for people. You know what I mean?
Got it. Makes
While the
sense.
market's fresh. Yep.
Got it. Okay. Well,
All
you guys
right.
have a beautiful weekend.
You
You
too.
guys
You
take
too.
care. And
All
I'll see
right.
you
You too.
guys on, well, tomorrow.
Yep. All right. You gonna be at the Q&A?
uh tomorrow?
Yeah. In
Oh,
David's
for
class. You know about that,
yes.
right?
Oh, it's a Q. Is it a little different?
Okay, so David's class is going to be as usual, 11 o'clock, right? But
Okay.
tomorrow, Maria is hosting a Zoom call from 1 to 2:30 Eastern time.
Oh, okay. One to
Perfect
two
for you.
thirty.
Just a
And it,
Q&A.
that
I
and
love
that
it.
is open to Bruno. Opened it to everybody,
Did
members,
he?
Awesome.
non-members, everybody.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And
So
it's
that would be the last thing I would add is I would highly encourage everybody speak up at some point, even if you don't have a question, or if you do have a question, definitely. But if you don't have a question, just raise your hand and say hi.
uh,
Who you are,
Let
how
us
you
know you're
found
there.
ADT. Just do like you were just saying, Don. Small things,
Yeah.
build it up. Because I
exactly.
can promise you from experience, the more interactive you are, the better time you're going to have all
Exactly.
around.
Yep. And you don't
Absolutely.
want to suffer in silence. That was a term someone used in our group. So, yep.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yep.
can suffer
Absolutely.
out loud too.
James,
Still,
look
the,
what.
the more you interact, the more you'll absorb, the more
the
you'll
infor-
get out of it. The more
the
you put
Yep.
in, the more you get out.
You
That's
are a
right.
prime example of that, my friend. Look what you've manifested simply by being a squeaky wheel. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Everything.
And I
All
still
right.
write it down every morning.
Nice.
So,
And
Uh,
I've added a couple more steps to it, but I still write down the same and a couple new things every morning.
so
yep.
did I hear you say that manifestation is working?
I never said it
Never
didn't.
said it didn't. I knew you were going to say that.
I said
You
I used
have
to not
argued with me
believe.
about that.
I said I used to not believe in it.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It is. How's
No,
it
it's
not?
not.
How's
No,
it
it's
not?
not. It's
How's it
not.
not?
It's not believing in something and saying it doesn't work or calling it BS is not the same thing.
Um, he is speaking English, right, Marlena?
Yes.
Because that sounded to me like the same shit. I'm sorry. I will put money in the tip jar on that one. Okay. You brought Dawn out that time. That's the same thing. Okay.
No, they're not. I'll bet. You know what? Diesel Dan. I bet Diesel Dan could understand it. I bet he'd agree with me.
Why? Like, well, okay. We're going to just agree to disagree on that one. Just not believing in something and manifesting what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Manifestation works, and I'm just glad you're using it. At the end of the day, that's all I'm trying to say. I'm
Yeah.
glad you are manifesting good stuff.
Yep. You got to believe in it for it to work too.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing with some people, but you know what? You got to apply and keep on
So
trying.
wait a minute. You have to believe in it for it to work. So if I repeat the same thing over and over and over again, but I don't believe it, it's not going to work. So believing in something or not believing in something,
Well,
uh,
what did I
uh,
say
uh,
earlier?
uh,
Because you can have empty words, but repetition is the mother of retention. The way your
Yeah.
brain works, if you keep repeating something, eventually it will sink in, whether you believe it or not. You can trick your brain into believing whatever you want to trick it into. It may not think it believe it, but if you keep saying it, oh, it's going to sink in there, and that will become a belief eventually. If you keep on focusing on that and saying it and repeating it, it will become a belief. It's inevitable.
Yeah. And you'll have to keep doing it and applying it too. It's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
whole the 3-step thing that you have to do. I used to hate math, but then I'm not that great in it now, but I used to hate it. I used to
But
think,
you
oh my
started
gosh.
making money.
Yeah. And then when I started doing the math and doing the problems, I was able to work it out in three different ways. So
Yeah.
I was
Math
like,
is
oh,
actually
okay, this
very
was easy.
simple. Yeah. Math is actually very simple, and people don't. I get it, and it used to intimidate me until I started getting paid and counting, right? And counting money. So it's like it taught me how to think about math a different way, how to
Hmm.
multiply things quickly in your head simply by looking at the numbers, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, how the hell did you calculate that so fast? Look at it. If it's by tens. How did you get that percentage that quickly? Look at it. It's 4 and 25% is 4. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's like it's real it's a lot
Yep.
simpler.
It comes in, and once you use it and apply it, what you don't use, you
Yeah,
lose. And that's the
that's it.
thing. Yep. And if you're not applying it and you're just kind of like, oh, and you keep telling yourself, I don't believe in it, it's not going to work, oh, this is stupid, or whatever the case may be, it's just not going to work for you. But if you apply it, do it, and put the work in, it'll come to light. It will.
Yeah.
I've been
That's
there.
that's why I don't take trades over a certain dollar amount, because right now I'm still working on me, right?
Hmm.
Eventually I'll be able to scale up, but it's right now it's just about getting the process right. I already know what to do, and it's a lot of people in the group doing the same thing, right?
Yep.
The stickability and staying here and continuing to listen and learn, that's what's going to make it successful. I don't care if it's 10 years from now. All
Yep.
right. It will happen. All you got to do is just keep putting the time in, keep putting the time in, keep putting the work in. Right.
Yep.
Because to your point, you putting the time in means jack shit if you don't apply it. Knowledge is power only if it's applied.
Right.
Right. Otherwise, it's
Exactly.
just sitting in your head.
Yep. Exactly. And one of the things I will admit, one of my faults is, I take and I listen, but I still need to apply it by sitting in a paper trade and go with a slower trade instead of
Hmm.
going, even though that they're dollar trades, I need to go with a slower trade, because with my situation, I have to kind of like multitask. So I need
Uh huh.
something where I can be able to pay attention enough
Right.
where it's not taking too much of what I'm doing on the other side.
Right. Right.
So that way I'm still learning, and I can get, a good amount of time in on a day-to-day basis
Well, you're
and not
committed. You're
Yep.
committed, that's for sure. So you will get what it is that you came here. You are definitely committed. So good for
Thank
you.
thank you, you guys. I
Well,
appreciate the
I've got
support.
a I've got a better argument to prove my point, but it's not my show, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to get
Shoot
religious
it,
on
James.
you.
I want to hear it.
I
But
want to
what?
hear it too.
We
What the
want
hell are you
to hear
talking
it.
about? And it is your show. It's Marlena's show. It's everybody's show. So
Yeah, you have a say. You have we love your opinion. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so it's the discussion on if you believed in it or whether it was true or not, right?
Hmm.
hmm
Okay, so you spend many years of your life not believing in God, right? Many people do. Yes.
okay.
And then
I can
how many
understand where
stories
you're
can
coming
you
from.
think of that you've heard
hmm
that something happened to that person and something touched that person and now they do? Does that
hmm
believe or does that mean that God didn't exist until they started believing, or has He been there the whole time?
That's a completely whole different
No, no, no,
conversation
no,
right
no,
there.
no, no,
Yeah, it
because
is.
Well, it depends how you're looking at it, James. It depends on the perception. If they never like Don was saying, you could trick your mind and say you saw something, but then when you look back over it and it was on videotape, you really didn't see nothing. Your mind was playing tricks on you, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like some people lose their faith in just things that they're doing and they're applying and their beliefs and everything. So that
hmm
could be a thing too, don't you think? But far as what you were saying, believing in something that they didn't believe that existed before, and now something impactful happen in their life and now they believe in it, I can see how you can apply that to trading, because maybe they didn't believe in it before because it wasn't working, because they wasn't applying all the rules, all the things that they wanted, that they needed to do to make the thing work. But then when they made millions, then they believed in it. Can we use that as an analogy?
Well, yeah, and that's basically what I'm trying to say as far as manifestation goes. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that I never said that it wasn't real.
Mm-hmm.
It just I never believed it worked.
Until you
So
until you started making money.
no,
Oh.
So why did you do
and
it
spending
if you didn't
time with
believe
you
it?
and Maria on the
So,
aftermarket,
and what did we do to make you believe in it?
just open discussion, just talking about it, just opening my mind to okay, give it a try, give it a chance.
And what caused that? Repetition, maybe?
Yeah, it was a couple of episodes. Yeah,
Saying the same thing and you seeing
yeah.
evidence of.
Yes, yes, yes. But my point is, before you and Maria,
Uh-huh.
not saying that it didn't exist, it was just BS.
Well, and I feel you only because I deal with this with Jen with meditation, right?
Mm.
Jen is not she's spiritual, but Jen is a cut and dry, you know what I mean? She has depth, but it's like as far as getting into the deep breathing and all of that, because she's one of the deepest people I know. But as far as that, only now that she's seen me calm down, because I used to be kind of on the angry side, right?
Yeah,
It wouldn't take nothing for me to lose my temper on somebody quick,
I get that
right?
1000%.
Been there too.
Quick, okay? But I learned to calm down, right? Because I would watch her and she's so calm and she kills people with kindness, almost to the point where it used to piss me off. I'm like, why are you letting that person say that or get away with that? Dude, now I'm coughing. Um, and I would jump in situations and kind of be her pit bull, right? But then I would end up getting myself upset, and that's not good for your health, right? So, but the more I saw that it kept her calm and she just was on an even keel, the more I started, well, maybe there's something to that. So I ended up getting into meditation. I was always kind of a spiritual person, but I started listening to meditations and things like that. And next thing you know, I started calming down. Well, I'm trying to get her to see that if she meditates, some of the stuff that she goes through where she stresses herself out will dissipate. It'll start to even itself out. And she can control her stress through breathing, right? And she's starting to understand as she talks to a lot of health people that are in her field, like they're in her niche that she does on YouTube, that meditation's huge for health.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation is a huge part of health and getting healthy and improving your health. So now she's heard it not only from me, but over and over and over again in different arenas. So now it's starting to become a belief, right? I don't know if I'll get her to do yoga, but at some point, she's probably going to want to meditate. So, but it takes time for it to
Mm-hmm.
actually become a belief. You have to keep staying in the corridor of people that are constantly reminding you of that thing that you don't believe in for you to believe it, because then eventually you will start to believe it if you come into your own thinking of how to get around it and what it can do for you and start implementing what causes it to come into fruition. You will believe, just like you did, right?
Yep.
We watched you do it, James. So you have accomplished so much in this past year, and you manifest. You took it to heart, even when you didn't even think you were doing it. You did it. And now things are starting to happen a different way for you, right? And the cool thing is, one day you're going to be F2, right? You know it. You're manifesting it. I know you are.
Oh yeah,
Um, As am I, as is Maria, as is Marlena, and others out there. So we will have our piece of the pie when it's time for us to have it. But it all depends on our intensity, our belief, and how much we're willing to do the small things consistently to get there. That's the reason why I'm still here. I intend on doing small things. I don't give a shit. I'm not on anybody else's timeline. I don't care if everybody, well, damn, she's a moderator, she's hosting everybody, she's still a, but that's that's not your journey, it's mine,
Yep.
right? You
That's
don't know
exactly.
what I'm going through mentally behind the scenes and what I'm doing to prepare myself for that. So the judgment can just go here because it doesn't matter about that. I used to beat myself up so much about that. And I'm
Hmm.
like, you know what? No, it doesn't matter what this person has accomplished or that person has accomplished. I'm happy for them.
Yep.
That's their journey.
Yep.
Mine is different. We're all different.
Hmm.
So it's going to
Exactly.
happen in different time frames, right? Coach said this morning, I am not a millionaire from trading. Coach admits he might not be as good as Mark or Palm when it comes to trading. Why? Because his focus is scattered. It's not on trading 100% when he is training, right? And if
Right.
he focuses too much on his trade, he's going to kind of be in a selfish zone where he's not going to want to train. And that's
Hmm.
what he gets paid to do.
Yep.
So it's like you have to, it doesn't matter about his trading. He is a good teacher and he knows how to teach people how to do it better than he can do it. So
Yep.
that's how he makes his money. He
Yeah.
discovered that, right? So
Hmm.
there's nothing wrong with that. I can teach this shit all day long. If I never become a millionaire trading, at least I can teach somebody how to do it. Now I'm not going off and start my own thing, but I'm good. I can do that in other arenas, right?
Hmm.
So, but everything I learned from Coach, I can take and implement it in health and stuff like that, right? But I know this business and I know I can become a millionaire trading. So I'm not going to stop until I do. I don't care how long it takes. And you guys should be thinking that same way. It does not matter what Mark is doing, what Palm is doing, what James is doing, what F2 is doing. Be happy for them, but don't take on their journey. You have your own journey. Make sure you're the best you can be. They can't be you. You may go on to surpass what they've done if you focus on you and the best that you can be, right?
Yep. Yep. Well said, Don.
Probably
That's
not
very
that.
true.
In
You
any
got it.
event, huh? Go ahead, baby.
That was good. Thank you, Don. I appreciate it.
You're welcome,
That
sis.
was really good.
Because I'm
Sorry about.
sitting there. I'm sitting there, so I feel it too, right?
Oh yeah,
You know,
and
it still blows my mind though that thinking back to the different times and different days and watching Coach trade,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I've seen him make more than 35K
Yep.
in a trade, in one trade,
In a minute.
and then turn around a few days or a week later and 10K lost like that because he didn't even care about his trade to help somebody get out of their losing trade.
Yep.
hmm
And
yep,
just so that right there truly proved to me that he really doesn't care about the trade.
nope,
Right.
He
Not
cares
that he
about the
can't.
trade.
He can trade because how can if he didn't know how to trade, he wouldn't be able to teach it. So
Right?
he
Yeah.
knows how to do it. You know,
Oh yeah.
we've seen him make shit tons of money in record time. But his passion is training and teaching people how to do it for themselves. You
yeah,
know, he gets his satisfaction from that. And because of that, he is blessed with making his living doing that, right? That's where his passion is. He's very, very good at it and he's engaging, right? So he makes his living being engaging.
hmm
He's better at being engaging than he is at trading. So why not make your money off of that? And when you do that, the best that you can do, which he does, we all benefit. Look at the people who had over analytical minds who took what he said to heart that aren't as engaging or whatever or teach or what, but they got the trading thing to a point where they were able to, because of him being able to relay that information to them, right? If he didn't
Exactly.
do that, where would they be? So he did his part, and they went on and did their part with that information, right? And people are going to do different things with what he teaches them. He makes me grow every day. This whole company, this whole community is making me grow in ways that I didn't think I was going to grow this late in life. So that shows you never stop learning and you never stop growing. When you do, that means you're gone, you're dead. Because you got people in here that are old enough to be my father and grandfather still freaking learning this stuff. Like they're brand new kids put on this earth to learn, right? Dave
Right.
S always jokes about being a boomer and he's in his 70s. Look what he's doing, right? He's
Oh
learning
yeah.
something new, making more and more money, and he will never ever stop until he closes his eyes. You just know that about him. And that's how
Yep.
it should be. You don't
Mm-hmm.
stop learning or anything until you can't learn anymore, which means you're gone. You can't take anything new. Your brain is dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you stop, you know?
Yep.
Do you?
That's
When
right. That's right, Bubba. Tell him. Tell him, dude. But
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
trying to
let
be
y'all go.
argumentative or anything today, Don.
Oh, I know, man. But you
no,
inspired me.
that's some
Thank
good
you.
stuff, James.
Yeah, you woke my ass up with that one, because I'm like, man, that's my passion, is teaching people you can do any fucking thing you want to do. You can be anything you want to be. Sorry for the
Yep.
cussing, but that's where my passion is, right? Which is why I know this is something that I want to be successful at. So I'm not going to stop until I am. I don't care how long it takes me, right? So I want other people to have that same mentality. I hate to see people quit at something or not believe that it's possible for them just because they didn't do it as quick as somebody else did it. It's who cares?
Right.
Nobody has got a time clock on you. That's you doing that to you. Stop
Mm.
doing that to yourself. Because nobody else, look, Palm said this a couple weeks ago, and it's true. It's the raw, cold truth. Nobody gives a shit.
Nope. They don't.
They don't care. If you get
Nope.
on the mic and ask questions, they don't
They
care. It's
don't.
like that's arrogant to think that 500 people sitting on a Zoom call are hanging on your every word,
Exactly.
right?
When you
So
stop giving a fart, that's when
yeah,
everybody else. I mean, that's how you get ahead, is when you stop
that
giving
it
it.
really is.
Yep.
It really is. Yep.
Yep. That's how you get ahead. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
man. Gotta stop holding on so tight. Hold on loosely, but don't
Okay.
let go. Yeah,
That's some
you
good
know.
stuff, you guys. Good conversation. Very
Well,
good.
I'm glad you came in and heard it and participated in it. That was awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
I
you
know
very
you
Oh
much.
guys
man.
ready to go eat and hang out with the fam. I totally get it. I won't hold you guys up.
I love y'all, man. I just want everybody to get something from the show, even if it's a nugget here and there that inspires you. And don't let it inspire you too much. I want it to create discipline, because inspiration only lasts for a couple of minutes. Discipline, habits last for a lifetime. They change who you are as a person. Inspiration only changes you for a minute.
You
But
know what? That is so true, Don.
motivation changes you for a hot minute, but when you create those habits, that's who changes who you are for a lifetime.
Preach on, sister. You
You
said it
know,
right. Yep, that's so true.
so get those good habits, y'all, right? And be consistent. Small steps consistently give you big results. Please remember that and just do that. All right, I'm gonna end with Coach's rules. I love y'all, and I will see you guys at both events tomorrow. All right, peace and blessings, y'all.
Peace out.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management, so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. It was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream trading, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I can rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lies outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by. Flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see. Success starts with who you believe you can be. American dream trading, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. It's not about luck, it's learning to lead, turning every loss into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you helped me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream, now rewrite my life.